Hello again, folks. Looking at this question, we've got a cylinder here. We've told you what the height is. We've told you what the volume is, but we want you to work out what the radius is. So, we follow the procedure we established earlier. We use the formula for the cylinder, pi r squared height. Pi times r squared times the height gives us the volume. Fill in the numbers we know. 3.14 times r squared. Just leave r squared because we don't know what that is yet. But if we multiply that by 8, we get 400. So, what we can do is these two numbers can be multiplied together to make things a wee bit tidier, and I'll use the accurate value of pi in the calculator. Pi times 8. So that gives us 8 pi, which is 25, and we'll keep that number in the calculator because we'll need that in a minute. So we've simplified that slightly. 25.1327 times r squared gives us 400. So 25 times that shows us now. 25 times 16 would make 400, so we're expecting that to come out as 16 roughly. Let's find out what it is exactly by dividing both sides. So 400 gets divided by 25.1327 and so on. And remember, we're using the answer button to do that. So 400 divided by the previous answer in the calculator gives us that. So r squared is 15.9154 and so on. We didn't want r squared though, we wanted the radius. So we have to unsquare it, which of course means using the square root. So our answer for r will be the square root of that number, 15.9154, and on it goes. And again, use the answer button. So it's the square root of the previous answer is, and there it is, the radius of that cylinder must be 3.9894, and so on it goes. But we were actually asked just to round this off to 3 significant figures. So there we are, 1, 2, 3 significant figures, and it's followed by a 9. So the radius, if we round it off to 3 significant figures, the radius would have to be 3.99 centimeters. Okay, again, the procedure is quite similar to what we did before. We started by writing down the formula. We filled in what we knew, which was the pi, the h, and the volume. We combined these numbers to make things a wee bit tidier. We divided to get r squared. But it wasn't r squared we wanted, it was r, so we had to do the square root, got the answer, and finally rounded it off and just checked back to make sure we'd rounded it off to the right number of significant figures. Okay, thank you for listening.